Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, back with another action figure review. Today we've got the Elite Series 95 Bobby Lashley, and I'm pretty stoked to review this figure. Of course, a little bit later on in the day than I planned on having some of these reviews done. I had to go make a quick run outside. That ended up taking me a minute. By the time I got back, one of my packages had arrived. One of the ones I mentioned in the Bray Wyatt review. So if you watch that, you might know I was saying I had two more packages coming. But without any further ado, why don't we get a good look at some of these accessories? Of course, he comes with a set of fisted hands. You could see those around the figure already. He also comes with a set of mic holding hands. One has the glove on it or the wrist tape, and one is just a bare hand. And of course, he comes with a WWE title. I won't lie, I took the faceplate off of the Big E title, put it on that one, because I was just kind of curious to see how that faceplate looked without the custom titles. And honestly, I like it, so I'm going to keep it that way. But honestly, all in all, standard championship doesn't have too much different. Of course, this faceplate has like a little bit of gold in between the like W lines, and the W is like a little bit more like presentable, just to kind of show you this is the original plate. Obviously, as you can tell, it's got the Big E side plates on it. It's not as like colorful or shiny looking like it is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? Like this one just has something about it that I like better. But anyway, now getting into the figure itself, first things first, kind of is just like the other Elite Bobby Lashley's, just a little bit of an attire change. So that's going to be the main thing we talk about right now. First things first, he's got Almighty on the side. It's not like the gold one that I have where it has the Hurt Business logo. So if you wanted something more of a singles Bobby Lashley with the long tights, you've got it right here in this figure. He's also got his logo where he's doing his pointer fingers. Sadly, don't own one of the figures that has the pointer fingers. So, sadly, Lashley will not be doing his pointer fingers. But all around great attire. He's also got the white straps on the boots with the... There's actually a little bit of texturing back here. Not sure what it's supposed to be though, because he's got the straps on the like front or the side of the boots. I can't exactly remember, and it's not like they're... Oh, right there. I was about to say it's not like they're a different color where they're more like popping. Want to say it's still accurate though, so that's just kind of how he wore the attire that day. And of course, getting into the Bobby Lashley like upper half, you can see there's a little bit of scuff marks on the figure itself. No big ordeal. I did buy it loose from someone on Cart. A little loose it is in the arm here, like it doesn't like the straight up stay in one spot as easy. This arm is pretty good though. The legs are pretty alright, It's not a bad condition figure for a loose figure. Definitely worth the amount of money I paid for it. And I'm pretty excited to use this Bobby Lashley in the pick fed, because who knows, maybe this could be his attire for Absolute Carnage when he faces Kenny Omega in a last man standing match. I don't know, but I think it would be a pretty dope attire to see. Little gripes I have about this figure, honestly, I don't really have any. This figure is pretty damn good, all around almost perfect for a Bobby Lashley figure. Of course, if I had my men on card or whatever and he didn't come with the scuff marks, would be a pretty much perfect Bobby Lashley figure. Like, if anything, the only gripes I really have is the fact that he doesn't come with his pointer fingers. Like, I might want to go out of my way and get one of the other elites that might come with the pointer fingers. I just don't want a set that's obviously in like red wrist tape color, like the Ultimate Edition pointer fingers. I want to say one of them is in like the red wrist tape color because he has a red and yellow attire for that Ultimate Edition. Not a terrible looking attire, just a little awkward in my opinion because it reminds me heavily of McDonald's. But you know what, with that being said, why don't I get the Bobby Lashley posed up and we can kind of give our final thoughts and do our ranking or our rating, whatever you would like to call it. Yeah, let's do that. Alrighty, now that we've got the Bobby Lashley all posed up, one thing I can definitely say is he can hold a pose pretty damn well, despite being a loose figure. And you know, for the price point I paid for all three of them that were in that package, because you know, if you didn't watch the unboxing where I got the Burnt Fiend, the Bobby Lashley, and the Big E, then maybe all I can really say is the price point I paid for all three of them was essentially about $11 a piece. So, all around, definitely a great figure. Not bad quality at all. The dude who sold me these communicated with me the whole time through, even with the Drew McIntyre Elite that I got from him. All around, I'm going to give this a good solid 7.5 out of 10. We'll say a good solid 3.5 out of 5 stars, you know? This figure is really, really good. Just wish I got my pointer fingers, man. Like, that's really about the only problems I have with it, of course, besides the little scuffing. But I was warned about that before I purchased the figure. I knew it was going to be a little scuffed. So, overall, I'm not mad about it, but it does kind of deduct points off from my figure itself. What you gonna do about it, though? I'm all about finding the good deals whenever I can. So if the good deals aren't on Ringside and they're on eBay or MerryCart, that's where I might just get my next figure. And you know, speaking of eBay and MerryCart, I've technically got, 4 more reviews to do after this? Because I kind of slacked off and went to go take a nap after work. Well, after I did the Fiend review, and, well, I slept for like 4 hours, so now I gotta get on the grind and get these reviews out for you guys, because I still plan on trying to get most of them out tonight. Might save a couple of them for tomorrow, though. So keep your eye out for however many videos tonight. But on that note, if you liked the video, feel free to like the video. If you didn't, that's alright. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings if you don't. But if you did like the video and you do want to see more action figure reviews and or pig fed content, feel free to subscribe. After all, it is free to subscribe. And with that being said, you know, oh yeah, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, and on Instagram you can get more like updates. Maybe sometimes YouTube doesn't give you a notification bell, but sometimes you're scrolling through Instagram, you might see my post where I say, hey, boom, Bobby Lashley review, up now. You want to watch it? Feel free to hop on the channel, you know? And I always make that post usually after the review goes live. Sometimes I may not pay attention to when it goes live, so it may be up for like 30 minutes before I make that post. So you may already see it before I even make the post. But I still try to keep it updated. Anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough. Have a good rest of your day, you guys. We're gonna get out of here and, well, get into the next one. Peace out, yo.